Ready? So what we're going to do is we're going to melt some of this compound chocolate for our Petit Fours. So the first thing we do is get a medium-sized saucepan like this one and just put about 2 centimetres of water into the bottom. Put that on a high heat. Once that starts to boil, as that is now, we turn it down and then put our bowl of chocolate on the top. Okay, make sure you don't get any water in that bowl of chocolate because water will destroy how the chocolate melts and it will wreck it and you'll have to tip it away. The reason I turn that down is so that the flames aren't coming up the side and superheating the edge of that bowl. However, I always use a tea towel when I'm moving that bowl around because it does get hot. Okay, so what I've got here is about half a cup of fondant. The fondant we buy here in 10 kilo lots, okay, pre-made. If you have a look at that, that's what it looks like. The thing is, when we put this away, any air in there will totally destroy that fondant and make it useless. So we have to really make sure we press the bag that it comes in right down, pushing any air out. Then we put the seal on there to preserve the fondant for as long as we can. Got my half cup of fondant. I'm going to take a small scoop of this hot water, about 2 tablespoons worth, and leave that with my fondant to warm the fondant up. I reckon I might need more water. So we're just breaking that fondant down into the water a little bit. Okay, I'll just grab a whisk. Alrighty, so I'm just going to get a little bit more hot water.
So how do you know it needs more water?
Because it wasn't melting down into a smooth, creamy sort of paste, it was still staying chunky and solid. It needs more water. By the time you guys do this, I'll have an exact recipe for you, so you'll know how much to put in. Just keep working it.
Did you do this for the egg beater or does it need to be a whisk?
I think you could, yep. But by the time you set up an egg beater, you could do it with the fine whisk. So notice the whisk I've got here is a small balloon. If you get those big sturdy ones, you'll struggle. There you go, so that's our fondant. Nice and smooth. And the more we beat that, the more that's going to get smooth and glossy. That's what we're looking for. There you go. A few little chunks in there, but we'll get that sorted. Okay. We've got some lemon essence and some yellow food colouring, and we're just going to flavour this fondant so it's yellow flavoured, lemon flavoured yellow coloured. So the amount of fondant, and again I'll have this measured exactly for you by the time it's your recipe, time it's your turn. About half a cup of essence and a food colouring. Remember, with food colouring you can always add but you can't take away. I'm going to go about 8 drips. Is that 8? Did you count? Do we have smell-o-vision on that? Because it smells like lemon. goodness.
Smell-o-vision.
There you go.
You could coin that term, Mr. Galpin.
No, I stole it. So that's that ready to go. So I've got my chocolate.
So that came off the water bath?
Yep, it's just come off. And what I do, little trick, because that bowl is hot, I just, like I'm about to flick my mate with a tea towel, but we don't do that in hospitality. Just make a little ring. I'll put that in there so that I don't have to touch that bowl. And the chocolate comes together. The less you can touch your chocolate while it's melting, the better. Especially compound, because it's cheap chocolate, it can tend to go funny on you. So, without overfilling my spoon, I'm just dropping about 1/3 to 1/2 of that mould full of chocolate. Then I get my pastry brush and I bring that chocolate all the way to the edge. If I'm doing the whole mould, I'm better off doing 1 or 2 at a time rather than filling them all and then trying to paint them all. So I'll do 2. And I'll paint 2. If you don't put enough chocolate in, the wall of your chocolate when you make it will be too thin. So what I do now is I just go back to that first one I did, and any chocolate that's pooled in the bottom, I just bring it back up, and because it's a bit cooler now, it will start to stick a bit better and make the wall of our chocolate a little bit thicker. Make sure you go right the way to the top, so it makes a good seal. Ready? So I've got my chocolate mould back out of the fridge or freezer, depending on how much of a hurry you're in. And all I do is place that down. And I've got my lemon flavoured fondant that I made earlier. And I'm just scraping the fondant in. And you want to fill it nearly to the top. Okay, so plenty of fondant. It is a little bit stringy. Just take your time, aim for the centre. Okay, make sure you do not overfill, else it'll get too messy and you won't get a good seal on your chocolate. Smell that lemoniness. Wish we could have pineapple. Okie dokie. So I've got my lemon filling. Chocolate. And So my bowl stays still because that's hot. And literally just pouring this on top, about a teaspoonful. Just shaking it. Just touch the edge. It doesn't matter if it goes a little bit over because we can trim those edges. Voila. Okay, then we'll just give that a bit of a tap down. We'll put that back in the fridge or freezer, depending on which we've got our moulds. These are our lemon chocolates that we've just put in the refrigerator to cool down. Now, when you're getting these out, you don't really have to put much pressure on. Okay, they will basically come straight out most of the time. There we go. A little bit of pressure on the top and they pop out. So you see they've got a little edge around them. All we do, use the flat surface that they are on. And we just neaten those edges up. Oop, I've broken him. When we serve Petit Fours, should always be in an odd number because odd numbers are more aesthetically pleasing to the eye than even numbers. There we go. Yeah, like little soccer balls stuffed with lemon fondant.
Oh my god. Are you gonna listen to it? Mm-hmm. Okay. This is our dream. We always say this. Oh, these look like little soccer balls.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Good.
I love that
It's
one.
really good.
That was my favourite.
Good.